It Follows. It Follows is a it's Rocktober, so and it's the Nights of Fright, so we're doing a bunch of different horror films in which we've done one that's supernatural. We've done actually two. I guess you could consider supernatural. I mean, Final Destination 5 could be considered supernatural.
Yeah. A little bit. Yeah.
And then we had one that actually dealt with sort of real world like crazy shit. And this is actually one that a lot of people have said is effectively, you want kids to practice birth control or not to have premarital sex? Show them this movie. So, yeah,
this is another movie too that, like, when I heard the concept of it, I was like, that sounds really stupid. But one of my best buddies that did get me into horror movies has told me a bunch of times that I really do need to watch this. So if he approves, I'll probably like it.
Yeah, and as that is standard with Nights of Fright,
I was going to do that if nobody else did.
Shall we turn out the lights? Get a little spooky in here.
That looks good. You can still see us. I mean, if we wanted to turn the lights out all the way and be assholes, we could. And then just have it be pitch black, and all you can hear is our voices. And then when the lights come back on, we're just gone, and nothing but skeletons are here.
Yep.
That'd be pretty funny, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do this.
Yep, let's get this up on screen. And this is It Follows. Here we go. A 3, 2, 1, kick it.
Running in high heels.
Not the smartest move.
Hey, are you okay?
Annie, what are you doing?
I'm fine, Dad.
You don't seem fine.
Yeah, first off, take out those high heels.
Yep.
Even in bare
Running
feet.
like 2 miles an hour. I could walk faster than that.
Yeah.
What's the matter? What's going on?
Oh, boy.
She had the light on in the car.
Dad. I love you. I know. I know. I just wanted you and Mom to know how much I love you. I just really love you both.
Ouch.
Damn.
She walked off.
Family got an in-ground pool, and I realized, oh my god, I'm never going to have to skim this thing because there are no trees around. Holy crap, this is amazing. See with the
Hey, Jay.
how it's chopped up.
Hey, what's up? Nothing. Paul and Yara are here. I'm gonna watch a movie if you feel like it. Actually, I'm going out tonight. That guy? I see you.
She wasn't even wearing anything sexy.
Nah. Still, she's a girl though, and young boys, they. She's so cool. Eh?
What year is this set in?
I don't know.
Because
I think
I'm confused because the device that she had was touchscreen and was scrolling up and down.
that's.
Yet they all have CRTVs.
Yeah, and there's an old wired phone up there.
You ever play the trade game?
No, what is that?
I don't know.
Start by watching the crowd.
Or CRT TVs weren't phased out until about, I'd say, mid-2000s.
The original iPod Touch came out in 2001, so I guess this could be like early 2000s.
Pick a person that you
Potentially.
The Trailblazers,
They can
released
beat
a
anyone
2001.
for whatever reason. Now I get 2 guesses to figure out who you picked and why you want to trade places with them. That guy.
Nope. Him.
The dad?
Ah, the son. I mean, how cool would that be to have your whole life ahead of you, you know? Plus, at that age, you can go to the bathroom anytime you want. Total freedom.
Yeah. He's probably taking a shit right now.
Yeah, exactly. I can never get away with that.
Well, you could.
So I have to use the, oh my God, someone put shit in my pants excuse.
How about the girl in the yellow dress?
Where?
Right there.
At this point.
It's here.
Right there.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking
Can we go?
about.
I'm sorry, I just don't feel well. Can we go back into the car?
Is that someone that you knew?
No, I just felt sick. I feel better being outside.
See the bug out there?
Mm-hmm.
Volkswagen Beetle.
How's it going with you? Good. Honestly. I don't know, I was acting kind of weird last night. Why? He said he wasn't feeling well, but it seemed like something was on his mind. Have you? No.
Get out there and you scrub that station wagon. You get all the bitches with that car.
Oh, yeah. The shaggin' wagon.
So far, I'm very confused as of what's going on.
Turning up the heat.
They have to park underneath the streetlight.
I don't even think that's a street light. I think literally, okay, filmmaker's technique
Yeah, that's
here.
a blend.
That's hanging the moon,
Yeah.
pretty much. That's them literally just hanging a gigantic light up there
That's a
just to shoot this
blow
scene.
up blimp that has lights and LEDs in it.
Yep, that's literally
You
it.
don't even see the pole or anything.
No,
like
there is no pole
Yeah.
because it would literally have to be right in the shot there with them in order for that light to work naturally. But that's literally just them hanging the moon. Yep.
No, we're holding up. The hell do we go?
Whoa, buddy.
Kidnapping her.
Go
Full
flip.
form.
Jay? You awake? I'm sorry. I'm not gonna hurt you. Don't worry. You're not gonna believe me. And I need you to remember what I'm saying. This thing, it's gonna follow you. Somebody gave it to me, and I passed it to you, back in the car.
Okay, sounds like you're talking about an STD.
It could look like someone you know,
Worst STDs ever.
or it could be a stranger in a crowd. But there's only one of it. Sometimes I think it looks like people you love, just to hurt you.
That floor's wobbling.
That's actually the cameras attached to the wheelchair.
Ah, I see. Yep, you are correct, though. That makes sense for a concrete floor to move anyway.
Who is it?
You can get rid of it, okay? Just sleep with someone as soon as you can. Just pass it along. If it kills you, it'll come after me. Never go into a place that doesn't have more than one exit. It's very slow, but it's not done.
Is everything okay?
Don't let it touch you.
Well, shit. That's a hell of a way to arrive home.
I don't know. Those people are such a mess.
I'd be telling people to go to fuck home. Fuck, you know?
It was consensual?
Yeah.
And you never seen the woman before? Okay. Have you ever been to his home?
I know where it is, but I've never been inside.
Apparently, he used a fake name to rent a house in the city. Police searched the place, they can't find him. Oh my God. Breaks my heart, the things he said to her. So weird and sick.
And in short, I was afraid. And would it have been worth it after all? After the cups, the marmalade, the tea, come from the dead, come back to tell you all.
Grandma.
I shall tell you all. If one settling a pillow by her head should say, that is not what I meant at all.
I don't think nobody can see it either.
Hello? Hello?
Nope. Just her. Just the people that have experienced it.
Like I said, if she sleeps with somebody, it'll pass it on to them.
Yep.
And if she dies, it'll come back for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because whenever I heard the concept of it, I was like, well, if it just straight up kills you if you get it, how do you pass it to somebody else, you know? Like, that makes more sense.
There was an old woman next to us. She was staring at me.
So I'm guessing he gave it to that one girl at the beginning and she got killed, so now it's coming back after him again.
Yeah.
No, but she freaked me out.
That's all bullshit, Jayden.
Yeah,
I could stay over tonight, so it'd make you feel anything.
no.
Just on the couch or something.
No.
Maybe just on the couch.
You should be more worried about waking up and finding Paul humped in your leg.
Someone's trying to stop you being like, yo, there's nothing there. There's nothing there, you know, and then it gets a hold of you. Would you just die in their hands and get fucking, like, mutilated right while
Yeah,
they're
I don't
holding
know,
you?
but I mean, I really wouldn't chance it.
If it's an invisible entity and I wanted to know where it was at all times, I'd get a big fat can of paint and just, like, throw it on the bastard.
Unless it's ethereal, in which case you'd probably just throw the paint at it and it'd just splat on the ground behind it and go through it.
It has to be a physical being where it can interact with her.
Ethereal beings, like, can theoretically, like, they could go between interacting with the physical realm and not when they wanted to.
If I were him, I would give her the couch. I'd take the recliner. I just noticed it. The new TV sitting on top of the old non-working TV.
You were my first kiss, you know? Is that not yours?
No, you were.
And then you kissed Kelly. You kissed two sisters. That's kind of gross.
The fuck?
Go look.
There's a broken window in the kitchen, but there's no one there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, whoever broke it must have run away.
Maybe we should call the police.
I'm gonna go wake up your sister. She should call.
Yeah.
I just get her a treadmill, bait her into the treadmill.
I do the
she'll sit there and walk.
I
on the
do
treadmill
a
for
prison
eternity.
cell. I'd bait
Yeah.
them into a prison cell and
Fly
just
across the country.
yeah.
Fly like across the ocean. When they'll get there. It'll just take you 20 years to walk on the seafloor.
There she is.
Hi. Whoa.
What the hell? Why are you painting on my floor for?
You pissing everywhere, bitch. What the fuck is you doing?
Why does it just look like a random crack hole?
I don't know. Move, 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 move.
Don't
Bitches
go up the
always be
stairs.
You idiot. You going up the stairs. It's like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up the stairs.
That house is foggy.
Hey, can you open the door?
Is it the house?
What's going on?
Why don't you sit down?
Mom?
Well, damn, if that's all you gotta do is lock the door. It knocks before it even comes in.
Right?
I think
That has to be somebody else.
I think right now it's trying to get her to open the door. Yara?
Don't open the door.
See? Everything's okay.
Oh hell.
Station wagon washer.
Yeah, her sister's crush.
It's
My
different people because I've seen
bicycle.
like 3 or 4 different ones.
It
now.
he said the
Three
guy
different ones.
said it can either take the form of someone you know or a random stranger. anything it thinks can help it get close to you. It's trying to figure out what would work best in terms of getting closer. I also love the little bits of the score too. Anytime the thing is on the screen, like you can hear like the underlying tone change.
I don't know why you'd sit somewhere where you can't like watch your back though. It doesn't seem to make a lot of noise when it moves.
You could have hurt yourself. What are you doing?
Could have just offered it some
Do you
crack.
see that? I do. It's a person. Right?
Oh, what's going on? You okay?
I don't want to go home.
Where do you want to go?
I need to find him.
Person who broke into your house?
No. You?
Did he really do to you?
I think this
He's
was
probably
filmed
out
in Detroit.
He's probably out somewhere keeping a very close eye on the news for that area and trying to woo some other girl just in case, yeah.
Yeah. Young girl was found mutilated on a beach. No suspects are currently...
Beep, beep, beep. Hey, what are you wearing right now?
He was preparing for it just in case it came in through any of the windows. Smart. Very smart. Oh. He took off all the labels.
Sleeping pills.
That's probably like caffeine pills and shit. He's probably trying to stay awake, stay alert.
Bruh.
Fucking A.
Because I'm trapped in the closet. This bitch is coming for me in the closet. I'm going to hop at the back of the closet.
You recognize the jacket?
I was in high school.
Somebody's gotta know his real name.
Uh-oh. Okay, this rotating camera actually is a little bit like Paranormal Activity, except instead of it doing the back and forth, instead it spins all the way around and reveals more as it spins.
Did they know?
Yep.
Your name is Jeff.
Not Hugh?
Jeff Redmond. Even though it's following you, I can still see it. It's not done with me either, okay? And like I told you, all you can do is pass it along to someone else. Look, I'm not safe either, okay? We shouldn't even be in the same place. I'm sorry, you guys need to get the fuck out. Hey, watch it. If it kills her, it gets me. It goes straight down the line, whoever started it. I don't believe you. No, she might. But I think you're a fucking liar. What you're doing to her is some fucked up shit. Do you guys see that girl right there?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you drive far enough, you could buy yourself some time to think. Decide if you want to give it to someone else.
I would time it. I would time how long it takes. I would drive somewhere like 10 miles away, and I would time it. Yeah.
I'd say anybody that's walking slowly towards you and you can't get them to respond to you, it's a safe bet that you should run, like, get away from them, you know? I would be, like, looking for somebody that's here from overseas or something like that and about to leave in a day or two and being like, hey, what you doing tonight? You know? So maybe it could take a plane, but who knows?
Maybe.
She said it's not dumb.
There it is.
Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Damn.
Okay. Is that Yara?
Yep. Looks like it.
It is. Close the door. Close the door. Oh, shit. O's Clay the Orde.
He believes her now.
What are you doing?
Doesn't do
You
shit.
suck. Oh.
Oh, it does. Okay. Alright, just slows her
I
down.
wouldn't stay in there, no.
What the hell are you guys doing?
Don't open the door!
You do to the
Don't.
I think
She
I've
don't have very good
seen this
survival
clip.
instinct.
Hello, motherfucker.
Oh! Look at that creepy little bastard.
Unless she's just gonna take off, leave all of her friends.
That's my fucking car. I'd be yelling the same thing too. Like, that's my fucking car, man.
She is an idiot.
Yes, she is.
You know
She's.
what? I hope she dies because she's a prime example of failure of human evolution. Yeah.
Look out!
Uh-oh. Such a dumb bitch.
If you was to push in and zoom out at the same time while pulling focus and everything, you would just completely make that shot look awesome.
Oh.
I had a feeling she was thinking about passing it to one of them.
Ah, once again, missing out on the opportunity. Sorry, Paul.
You seen it?
Nothing. I'm waiting. Looking. In 3 days. I don't think it's coming.
You seen anything?
No. Is it cool if I go in?
I don't think so. She doesn't want to open her door. She's just hiding in there.
That chair broke in midair. I mean, something knocked me over, and the door didn't break on its own.
Something happened. But it's not what she thinks, okay?
What do you think it was then?
That's it.
What the fuck, Mom?
That's gross.
Oh, shit. Well. When you're a stranger, faces look ugly when you're alone.
Copyright claim.
You could
Shoulder.
have slept in the car, you know.
Yeah, I would have. Rolled, like, cracked the two back windows and just lay in the back seat.
I'll be getting a boat.
Just, first off, you're in a cat. You got a cast on your arm, girl.
Yeah, she's just saying, screw that cat.
It's gonna be here sooner or later.
You could pass it on. Did once.
Shouldn't have.
Why'd you pick Greg?
I thought he'd be okay.
You thought wrong.
I wasn't scared.
Jay,
Yeah.
do you trust me? Do you remember where we were the first time we kissed?
Couldn't figure out how to get in. Just a dude on the roof, naked.
Buff.
Yep, that'd
Yeah.
be scary.
Yeah,
Well, I
just
would-
swinging dick
I
up
would-
there.
Like the music.
Oh yeah.
How long do you think it'll be?
No. Oh, is that bad?
That was some
That
kind
place
of
abandoned?
some sort of plan, I guess.
No, I think.
Ah, so they're gonna see if they can electrocute it to death.
Interesting.
Need a herd right there, just a good old drop cable.
Yep.
The breakers are only 30 amp breakers, so they're not gonna.
You'd almost be needing to run like your own custom generator or something to keep it electrified.
I'm sorry, but if an adult walked in right now and saw a bunch of kids sitting around a pool with a bunch of electrical appliances plugged up, ready to like look like it's put to push in,
And a girl in the pool.
and a girl in the pool, they'll just be like, "What the fuck?"
It's gonna be all pruny by the time it gets there.
Yeah. She's like, she'll just be like, "I swear to God, I've been in here for like 4 hours."
I also like how they set them all like right next to the edge where they could easily accidentally tip one of them in while she's
Oops.
still in the water.
You guys are coming to my pool.
Especially that one on the end there. Like, I'll move that fucker back a little bit.
It's here?
Right there.
Oh, is it not in the water yet?
Is it getting in the water?
It's just standing there staring at me. It's
May-
moving.
Does it not like water?
What's it doing? It's walking. It's just walking. I want to get out. Jake, get out of there.
What the fuck? Oh, it tried to kill her with it.
You okay? Yeah.
Didn't work. Thank God.
Yeah. Oh, threw a chair at her, hit her right in the head.
Ouch.
She's bleeding. Blood in the water. Blood in the water. Everyone out. Get something to like put on it so you can see it, so it can, so you can at least like get a shot at it or something. Oh,
Oh,
shit!
no.
Shot Yara. Oh, in the leg. Oh no, bleeding from the leg.
Get the gun out of that dumbass's hands.
Yep.
Shot it in the hand.
I would go to the other side and get out of the water. That trick obviously failed.
Ah, got it.
Don't get that close to it.
It's in the water. Get
Out
out.
of the water.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
like it can just swim that fast. She wasn't even near. She was like 25 yards away from me.
There's no way you would make that shot without hitting her. God, he's so close to hitting her.
Ooh, he hit it.
Nice shot. Damn, that's fucking lucky.
I'll just sit there and stare at her. Come on.
Get so close I can pull you back in now.
Ooh. Pool fills with blood.
Okay.
Oh, well. Let's get it on.
What if you just threw a brick right through the window? Like, oh, come on. There you go.
Pass on to a streetwalker.
It won't be too long before they die, though.
Yeah. Okay.
How did they all explain how they shot their friend in the leg?
I don't know. Here's a question I have to ask. Do blowjobs count?
I have no fucking idea.
That's, I doubt it. I doubt it.
Probably not.
Damn it.
Not.
Okay, fair enough.
They could, but I doubt it. What happens if you have a threesome?
But in knowing for certain.
Or an orgy.
I guess that's Russian roulette right there, my man. Yeah, I do.
Thought you were gonna die.
Uh-oh. Ah.
For real?
Really?
That's where you end it? Son of a bitch. Come on, man. That's bullshit. Oh, man, that ending. Come on. You don't give us any clarification? What the hell? Oh, fuck. Maybe that's the point. I don't know.
I'm kind of pissed right now.
I'm not pissed, but I'm laughing.
Anything mid credits after the credits?
Maybe. Let's check and see. Doesn't look like it.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's it.
I was ready to say this movie is pretty fucking awesome until the fucking ending. You shitting me?
I mean, it had its good points. It had some parts where I was like, oh, this is actually really interesting. Like, the actual concept and the idea of it,
Yeah.
I think is pretty good.
Yeah.
The delivery, absolutely not. I mean, the transmission shit out of that delivery on the way there because it did not deliver.
So for you, there were more problems.
Way more problems than good.
Okay, fair enough.
I will say though, I think the acting was pretty much on par with most of the characters. The acting.
Yeah.
The creature was not really terrifying or whatever it was. It still never explained what it was or anything about it. We got no answers to it. Hell, we didn't even get an answer to the ending. You know, it was kind of like you saw it, one of the things walking behind,
but you weren't sure if that's just someone walking or if it.
And yeah, I don't even know how I feel about that.
It felt like they just ran out of funding or time or ideas at the end and just had to end it where they had it, like, or some shit. I know movies are usually shot out of order, but like.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Was this through a film festival circuit?
I guess you're meant to think that they actually killed it in the pool somehow.
I know they didn't afford to put this in theaters.
Yeah, it was in theaters.
It was. Really? I remember it being in theaters.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's look at the history.
Millions of dollars to put something in theaters, like multi-millions.
Oh, It Follows. Yeah, I meant It Follows. There we go.
Supernatural psychological horror film written. Okay.
David Robert Mitchell.
It's Canadian's film festival.
I thought that this was Canadian, but turns out it's actually American.
Oh, it's Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah, the Cannes Film Festival.
Well, talking about all that Canadian stuff at the beginning doesn't make sense now. You're gonna hear about that in the comments.
Yeah, I know.
If we even get this on YouTube, this is gonna be hard to edit. There's a lot of titties in this.
There were some titties.
There was quite a bit of nudity in this.
Fair enough.
I was taking note as I watched. I was like, gonna have to edit that. Gonna have to edit that. Gonna have to edit that. Gonna have to edit that.
Okay, it was later purchased by Radius TWC for distribution.
I mean, at least I don't have to edit it for a lot of gore. It's just mostly editing out nudity.
Yeah, so its distribution grossed $23.3 million worldwide. Holy crap, dude! Like, that's insane.
Damn. Possible sequel. Let's see.
Oh no.
Following the film's success, trying to find the origin of it. Okay. Critical response at 96 on Rotten Tomatoes. Jesus.
And what was the audience score?
Doesn't say. Yeah, the Weinstein Company.
I just saw Weinstein Company. That's where it got its funding.
Let's see. It Follows. There we go. It Follows. Okay, audience score of 66. Still positive, but not nearly as high as. Yeah. So I guess.
I mean, I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse.
I've not seen many horror movies that the ending was
that
fucking like.
That was a bad ending.
There was nothing after the credits.
That was a shit ending.
Nothing after the credits.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nada. Zip and zilch.
It was like they had this really good fucking concept and nobody could figure out how to end it, so they were like, you know what? Let's just
Yeah, that's about right. So cinematography.
Art.
Cinematography for me gets a good old 3 out of 10.
Because
it had correct coverage. It had plenty of coverage. It covered the details of all the shots, but didn't do anything fancy about it. There was a lot of camera noise in a lot of the shots, a lot of overexposed scenes. That you can tell there's a lot of stuff they just didn't take their time to really
color correct,
get the rule of thirds right at all on any of the stuff. You could tell, like, in the backseat of the car when it's filmed, the light was intentionally on in the car so they could see. When they parked it, you can tell where that light was underneath it. It was kind of like, why is there a light right there?
Yeah.
Which is purposeful because so you can see it, but you can obviously see the light there, you know what I'm saying? When you're shooting moonlight, it shouldn't be that noticeable.
No.
You should be able
if
to see
anything, the light should be more evenly distributed, and instead of it being like a bright yellow, it should be piercing white.
Well, if anything, they need to just film it in the daytime and use day for night LUTs. But I don't think they probably knew how to do that, assuming as the rest of the cinematography, because that's a lot of extra work. I mean, the cast and actors was, spot on, but there was no character development in pretty much any of the characters. It did have a couple dramatic parts with like the pregnant pauses and the conversations, which made it kind of interesting, but I don't know.
Let's see here.
What do you think story-wise?
Story-wise,
you guys are more involved in stories than I am.
Well, story-wise, I think it actually did a lot of things good, but at the same time, there were things in the story that, yeah, you can excuse it because they're supposed to be kids. You can excuse that to some degree, but at the same time, you have to take into account that, Get Out is a prime example of a main character making smart decisions and being suspicious and wary of things around them. And this girl has every right to be suspicious of everything around her. But yet, and her friends do as well, especially after the attack on the beach.
Yeah.
So, at that point, they should smarten up about certain things. And like I said, I could figure out, hey, how do you see this thing? Hey, I know, let's try and spray paint on it or something.
Well, I feel like in watching this movie, within 15 minutes, I could come up with way better ideas and plans for defending myself than they did.
Yeah.
And, it's portraying that weeks went by with this thing going on, and
There's actually, I have seen people come up with theories. I haven't read into them, but there are people who have come up with theories on how to beat this thing, how to beat it.
Yeah, like I said, I think the concept of it was really great. I think whoever had this idea and concept should try again. They need to really rewrite and go back to the script and kind of rethink your character development, rethink the characters, what they need to do, and just how they defeat it. You need to have some kind of resolution. It just kind of ended in the middle of it.
Yeah. Oh shit, was this guy... Don't Breathe. Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was he...
I don't think I ever saw
He
that.
was the... Oh, God. I can't believe I didn't recognize him. You remember the asshole who got killed first in the house? Yeah. Money, the asshole? That was the guy who was Greg, the guy she slept with.
Oh, yeah.
That was him. I thought I knew him from somewhere. And then all of a sudden it was just like, wait a second, what? What?
I just didn't assume that any of the actors in here were, anything where it's a lower budget film. So, yeah, a lot of people with that understand low budget and distribution budget are two different things.
Yeah, low budget. Well, the budget of the film is one thing. If a company has to put up money for production of that, they usually get a lot more sway to it. Whereas this, I think, was mostly self-funded.
That's all the budget I'm seeing on that was definitely distribution budget.
Yeah,
because it cost about $20-something million to put it in theaters around through the entire United States anyway.
Yeah,
but it made good money back. I'm
$23 million.
Hats off to them.
Yeah, You know what? We
for
need to
independent filmmakers. I can't say it was that bad. I mean, I've seen a lot worse for independent filmmakers. As far as theatrical film, like me paying full dollar to go see it, nah, not so much. I cannot say I would recommend this to a friend.
Under the Silver Lake.
This all the films that they've done.
This is the director. David Robert Mitchell. Let's see what the reception of this is. 58. So not a good follow up, but yeah. I
know a movie that would terrify Nick. It involved sharks. You ever seen the I can't remember what it's called, but they go on this diving trip and they get stuck. They get trapped down inside one of those shark cages.
Oh, 47 meters down.
Yes, dude.
I've seen it.
Was horrifying, man. That would
horrifying, but at the same time, kind of stupid.
Yeah, kind of stupid, but yeah, that would be awful.
Well, they are releasing a sequel.
Are they?
Yeah. 47 meters down. Let's see. Uncaged.
Oh,
now they're making it sound like a porn film. 47 meters down, Uncaged. It's like, what?
Yeah, that would get your shark phobia going for sure.
God,
I would force you to watch that.
Don't start with him. Honestly.
I would not force you to watch that.
This guy, keep in mind, this guy jumped at the image of a shark on screen.
Oh, yeah, I was here at one time. I was like...
But that's fine. Let's see. Yeah, the first 47 meters down, 54%. And then this one, 50%. Okay. So they're about the same, effectively. But I haven't seen this one, so... Wait, is it already out? Yeah, it released August 16th. It's already been out. Shit. Well, what's the production budget? $12 million, and it made 35 back. So, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, this film... I will say this. I agree with you on the cinematography thing, although it didn't bother me as bad because I think experimentally, if someone's trying to tell their own story and everything, I can see how certain things would work and how certain things would go, but at the same time, I get what you're saying, and the cinematography stuff bothered me a little bit too. The characters...
It's really not as important for the storytelling, but it's important for encapsulating and making it enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
You know, I mean...
And then the characters, I mean, the character development, all we got is just like...
Well, did you notice the
spits of back and forth between
always
them.
The scenes where there were two people walking, your walk and talk shots, they were always extreme wide shots.
Yeah.
They were never like medium close-ups or close-ups or anything like that. And you should do that to portray more emotion. When you're further away, you're more disconnected from your emotion. And yeah, that's the drama part. It needs to be closer. But those are just little psychological things that help you get more invested with the characters. Yeah. Those are just my opinions, though.
No. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. So, again, I mean, what did you all think? I mean, I personally, I would give this about a 6 out of 10.
So, here's something interesting I just found out. Despite the fact that I'm not that invested in this, this is pretty cool because this is some Dark Souls-like storytelling. There were subtle clues that I think we all three missed because nobody mentioned them at all. As to what it took the form of at the pool when it was throwing shit at her.
Yeah.
If you saw the pictures on the mirror, those were pictures of her dad.
Yes.
And that's the same form it had at the pool.
Yeah.
And
I noticed that
there's clues that her mom's face is like never fully in focus or anything, but there's clues that her mom's always drinking and stuff, and like, you know, they've adapted to not having a dad. He's apparently been dead for years.
Oh.
But their mom's like not dealing with it, you know, self-medicating. With
so
alcohol.
lack of character development.
The whole like that family's a mess from across the street, you know, Jay's mother.
Yeah.
Or not Jay's mother, but the other guy's mother, like
Greg's
name.
mom.
Yeah, Greg's mother. I don't know. This is kind of neat, but
So, okay, this I forget exactly when this came out, but Tell me that this doesn't sound eerily familiar. I think this came out before this. So tell me if you think that this doesn't sound eerily familiar with this.
Would you take $10 million, you just get it, but for the rest of your life, there's a snail that's trying to get you, and you can't ever be touched by the snail, otherwise you'll die.
Is he actively trying to get me?
It's going for you at all times, but at the speed of a snail. So you could like go to a different country and try and forget about it, but eventually it would show up.
Yeah, especially if like the $10 million came with immortality as well, and the snail's immortal as well.
Like, think about it, if it started at work, you could go home, you'd be safe for the night. When you come back to work, be careful.
Like, I would get on a spaceship and, like, go to another planet, and then I would video conference with somebody and say, show me the snail. And they'd show me it on Earth. And then but then whenever you land on, like, Alpha Centauri 2, you get off the plane and be like, where's that fucking snail?
Well, you don't know, like, you're on that video conference, you start thinking, what if the snail got to the guy? And there's like another snail, and the real snail is coming to get you.
The snail's in the doorway, slowly creeping up on you, going, laugh it up, asshole. Let me get you. How disappointed would the snail be every time you change directions?
Yeah. Fuck. You could just wait for it to get right up to your foot and then just step over it and go the other way.
What happens when the snail kills you when it gets you? Does it get a share of the $10 million, whatever you haven't spent?
Yeah, it just sits in the briefcase of money.
Yeah, oddly familiar.
Yeah.
But like I said, I enjoyed the concept of the movie. I thought it actually had a pretty good thing because I personally didn't know how to beat it right away. I mean, I could think of something if I was actually in that situation, you know?
Yeah.
Plus, they had plenty of time to think about it. They said
Plenty.
they waited. But yet, instead of talking about it, trying to figure out something, they sit there and stare at the wall and going,
you want to fuck? That's pretty much it. That's pretty.
I mean, I think it was highly suggested that like his plan was to bang her and then go get a prostitute, but then it looked like he changed his mind. Yeah. Then it was walking towards them at the end, and they just kind of cut it off, and it's just like you.
Well, you don't really know if that's it or not. If it's the thing or not, you really don't know. It's left ambiguous.
I know, but I think they were pretty heavily hinting at it.
But
like, otherwise, their ending was just stupid.
But imagine
like,
if
it was kind of stupid, anyways. But it's like you set up more movie, and then you didn't make the rest of the movie. Like, I mean, if you do it in a sequel, fair enough, I guess. But that was a shitty ending. Like that was like a fucking cliffhanger from hell.
Fair enough.
It's kind of like a cliffhanger, except you don't really care at the end of it. Like, I just don't
to an extent.
I don't even want to go. If there was a second one, I don't even want to watch it.
Well, I was really interested and invested, and so when it ended that way, I was just kind of like, fucking really? Like, okay.
Yeah, like, me, I was in the middle of the road. I was invested, but at the same time, I was
really enjoying it, honestly. Like, I liked it a lot until the ending.
Fair
like,
enough.
Pre-ending, I would have actually given this probably like an 8.5 to 9 out of 10.
Where you
Post-ending, I give it like a fucking 5.
Ooh.
The ending just ruined that hard.
Okay.
Like, the ending was like, you know, the movie was like, yeah, and the ending was just like, yeah.
What about you,
brick
Jake?
fucking wall.
Where do you give it?
4 out of 5. Or
4 out of 10. Okay, 4 out of 10. Fair enough.
4 out of 10.
I give it about a 6. I interesting concept, interesting stuff in this, but overall, a bit iffy.
There's been like 1 or 2 other movies that have been kind of like that, but I don't think any of them have been so bad that I dropped it that far in terms of what I scored it, you know. Yeah. Usually, like, I drop a couple of points for, like, a pretty shitty ending, because I'm like, otherwise that movie was badass, but that ending sucked, you know.
Yeah.
But, like, I think, like, a couple points at most, like, is off my final, like, verdict of what I've ever dropped until now. Now I'm just kind of like, no, I dropped, like, you know, 4 really points or so for that.
I mean, I
murdered
can't
it.
say I didn't enjoy some of it. Most of the movie, I was just like, you are so stupid, why? And then, like, it actually started getting me interested as it kind of progressed, and they had a plan, and, like, with the pool thing, and then I was just like, what are they doing? And then he shot, like, his friend. Can you not see where you're aiming?
Right.
Like, can you not see, hey, move out the damn way, shoot it from a different angle or something? You had it threw the sheet on it, which was the smartest thing they've done. Then, like, as he was shooting in the pool with her there, that wasn't very smart. Yeah, he did get lucky to do that, but,
yeah, water diffraction is hard to compensate for.
Also,
bullets don't go very far either.
Well,
so, like,
not
physics-wise, like, as deep as he was, it may not have even actually hit him.
They actually showed. I mean, a gun like that actually would technically be impossible for it to hit that thing that deep in the pool because that was the 9-foot deep section.
Yeah, bullets slow down really fast.
Bullets in water actually.
You can actually only get shot from like the first couple of feet or so.
Yeah, it's just like the. Yeah.
So yeah, that scene was kind of.
So.
Yeah, I mean, like they can suspend disbelief, but.
Well, yeah, you can suspend disbelief. It's just me seeing what I've seen with this stuff here. I mean. So yeah, that's it being fired from the side, and here's it being fired underwater.
27,000 frames.
See, it maintains decent velocity for the first few feet, but 9 feet deep at a diagonal angle.
How far does it go? That's the question. Does it even reach the other side of the pool?
No.
Yeah.
Nowhere near. Like,
Probably
watch. You actually see it's like 3 or 4 feet, and then.
At that point, it's lost velocity. Really puncture very far.
You see right there. The revolver does get farther because it does. Revolvers do actually shoot, have more impact to them. They've shown that, but still though, that's maximum 5 feet right there.
Yeah. Well,
by the time the bullet
has
hit,
a lot to do with your velocity.
Yeah, but by the time that thing gets to that thing's head, it's just gonna go. Bink.
It's gonna smack it like a rock. Ow.
No, not even that. It's just
I'm kind of confused about the whole blood
bink.
thing too. Like the blood thing in the water. That made no sense to me. I mean.
Yeah.
Gunshot won't spend that much blood.
There's one of two things. It's either like it's a supernatural thing and it was just showing it bled a lot because it's a supernatural thing, or two, it was like it's a supernatural thing too, and they actually killed it, and it was hinting like they finally killed it, but the ending was like ambiguous. But it's like, why, if they thought they had killed it, was he looking to sleep with her and then go get a prostitute or whatever? Wouldn't they make sure first that it is still coming at her before they just make this decision? Like, I guess they just started dating because she was like, oh, you saved me by getting a lucky fucking shot, hitting him in the head. Thank you. I'm going to bang you now, It was like the ending just fell so far off the rails, in my opinion. And, like, what was the other thing I was going to say?
That ending just went.
The ending.
Also, if this is spread the way it's spread, among all these people, we're kind of guessing it goes decently far back. Don't you think somebody at some point had a gun and did just shoot the thing in the fucking head when it got close enough? Somebody that could aim?
Yeah.
And if that's all it takes to kill it, how did it make it that far?
I don't know.
I don't think it was dead.
I don't think so either.
I think they can take it out for a limited amount of time, but it's kind of like Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. It's still going to keep coming.
It's just going to come back.
It's going to get back up eventually.
Stronger and faster.
Yeah.
So, with me, what I saw with this, eventually, once you go down the line, somebody's probably already died. I mean, once you go so far back, there's no one left alive, really. I
guess it'll just keep going back on further, I guess, to damn the 12th century or whenever the damn event started. But
I guess, I don't know. The
concept
concept is interesting.
If they make a sequel and she's actually going to try to trace it back, that's going to be nearly fucking impossible.
Yeah. What's she going to do? Just be like, so, when did you fuck this guy? Like, never mind.
Well, he did mention that it was
a one-night stand.
Yeah, one-night stand. He didn't even know her name. Wouldn't you try to track her down?
I would.
Maybe.
I'd be like, okay, you better think real hard. Where were you at?
So they'd have to start the next movie with like her finding him somehow and then making him find her. Well, she did find him actually. She talked to him for a while.
Yeah.
So she'd have to go back and talk to him and make him go find her. And after a point, it's going to be nearly impossible to keep tracking that backwards because people are not going to know who they slept with. You're going to find somebody who sleeps around a lot. And
they're just going to be like, I really don't remember.
It's going to be the same deal as like with a STD, that like someone who sleeps around a lot unprotected doesn't know where the hell it came from. Know what I mean?
Truthfully, you know where you need to go? You need to go to a bathhouse. That thing will pass around like a fucking like a fucking ping pong ball.
We also don't know if it actually counts if you have protected sex either. It didn't touch on that at all. But,
ooh, that's right.
Yeah, I think it's more or less just the emotional intercourse, just having sex.
Maybe.
I don't really think.
I don't. Yeah.
But it would be funny if they got back to the point where they found out like it goes back generations and generations, like back to like medieval times or whatever.
Oh Jesus, that'd be terrifying.
But they couldn't actually track it that far to find that out. You wouldn't think.
Or imagine, if you will, it has to like the thing literally like digs up a corpse just to get at it.
And I thought it was really stupid when the thing like dry fucked you while killing you. I thought that was kind of funny when he was like, "Mom," and then the mom just jumped on him and it's like trying to dry hump the fuck at him, but yeah. Then he just like turns pale. Like, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was a weird scene. Like I thought that felt really out of place.
Yeah,
I know it's like a sexually transmitted like demon or entity or whatever, but
that's why a friend of mine said
they were trying to be disturbing and they ended up being really stupid. Like
yeah.
So
and it looked hilarious. I'm sorry, and it just looked like a crackhead. Yeah. It didn't look like anything scary. And now,
pretty much,
if you could only see it, and you look out there in the field, you see Pumpkinhead or some like big creature like the things from Dead Space,
Necromorphs,
yeah, or something. That would be terrifying. I would be like, oh shit, haul ass. But where it just kind of slowly walked at you, I would.
Well, it's like being chased around by one singular, fucking like slow moving shambler zombie.
Yeah.
And the only fear to zombies is their numbers, Yeah. So like, and the fact that it's not going to be infecting other people or anything, and it's just coming after you, it makes it really unintimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can.
So I mean, if it moved a little faster, or like even if it like picked up speed over time, so you had a sense of urgency because eventually it's going to be fucking flying at you,
Yeah.
Like that'd probably be scarier, but I don't know. I just feel like it's not worth discussing that much unless they ever make a sequel, because
doesn't look like it's going to be likely, because
as it stands, the ending just kind of ruins the whole thing.
Well, all right. I guess that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this was an eye-opener, but at the same time, a bit of a disappointment.
Yeah.
So, if you all want to see more, if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to see the full version of this, feel free to click the link down below in the description to go to our Patreon. And for those of you who want to keep tuned into us on YouTube, then click the subscribe button right down there. Ring that bell to stay notified. And until next time, everybody, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Jacob.
And we will see you all in the next one. Peace out.